Hey there, everybody. It's RCK, and I'm glad to have you back here again for our Ermor series we're going over. As of right now, the Ermor series is over. It has finished itself up. I think between episodes 1 and episodes 2, when I was making those, I think it finished up. So that's very, very good. I'm glad that the game is over now, just so I feel more confident with releasing these videos. So first off here, we're reviving lictors, of course, so that is 9 lictors this turn. You'll see that about average for every turn. Not you'll see more, but as of seeing this on the battle reports, you will always probably see this from now on. No magic sites found here that we searched. No magic sites found here. One crippled unit has died. We actually got very, very unlucky as far as magic sites go in this game. You'll see as we go on. We had 2 battles, and we have a lot of unexpected events. The entrance fortification has been breached. Construction palisade is completed. Lots of stuff going on there, and I think that was something we'll have to look at that. I think that was something that happened last turn. So let's go ahead and jump on. This is our turn 13. We're, of course, coming off of the last turn being turn 12 from the last episode. So let's watch the first bout here in the woods. Solus in the front, Velites, units like that in the middle. Supposed to be on fire, but the Solus are breaking up our formation. We should have put the Solus much farther ahead and then just regular swordsmen in front of that. And then we have these knights on hold or just attack rear, of course, and we see them running all the way to the back here. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can watch the full battle going on. And see, it looks like they actually finished a little early and actually attacked the archers, which is important. I wish they would have really hit that mage back there. But this guy is surrounded. He has 2 HP left, and he is apparently tanking all of these warriors, and there he finally goes. Very unfortunate, but it also looks like the warriors are routing at this point, and there's nothing left that they can actually do. All these other knights are doing a fantastic job taking care of them, and that was all. We lost 1 knight, which watched him die, 3 long dead, 1 Velite, and 2 Solus, for a total of 7 losses. And we killed 47 Lion Tribe. Lion Tribe is usually relatively weak compared to us because they have javelins, they have spears, they have arrows, and we are pierce resistant, and they are kind of crap. So that's that. So next we have another battle here in Tinvir. So let's go ahead and watch that battle. Of course, in the northern front that we have a fair few amount of knights. I'd be very surprised if we lost anything with this. And then we have all of these Velites here in the front with their long shields. And it looks like we're already attacking Horse Tribe. Yes, I was seeing the arrows. I was wondering. And we should take care of them. These knights should do a good job. Even unblessed. And it looks like they're starting to rout. Velites are getting into conflict. Okay, and the horse is trying to take them down. And they are out of here. We lost 1 knight, 1 legionnaire, 2 principe, and 2 velite, and we killed 45 horse tribe. Let's look at some of the events. Plus 43 unrest. Okay. This was a pretty awesome event we got here. Peasants speak of ill omens, strange creatures, prowl the forest at night. A handful of death gems have been found in the belly of a goat. So we got 8 additional death gems. So nice. So nice there. Almost makes up for the fuck-ups we had earlier. But plus 31 unrest, not too big of a deal. Plus 2 magic, then plus 3 misfortune. We finished palisade and so on. So let's go and see which one. Dire wolves, yeah. So very interesting there. Taking off pretty much all of this area here. Haven't attacked these knights yet, or heavy cab. Haven't really bothered with it because I assume that they have not taken this throne yet. So I figured we still had some time. As far as I know, I think it was before turn 12. I think it was like turn 6 or some bullshit like that. End was already in Lemuria's cap circle. I was like, what? That was kind of very interesting. So how can they just beeline straight to you and it's not even... It was so fast. But it turned out they actually knew where all of our cap circles were. And I was kind of bothered by that. But I did go and ask him. I was like, did you let everybody know where the cap circles were or whose cap was where? And then he told me everyone's cap. And I was like, oh, so they did know. I was like, that's interesting. Should have had a third party member take care of that. But whatever. I should have had him go here. I don't know why I didn't. Instead, I had him move here. Very strange. Yeah, he should have gone here and then moved here or here, depending. But I think there's a good chance I was also probably waiting on Diplo to see if anyone was going to take that because I didn't want to have a bump. There's no telling what I actually did there. So these guys are probably moving up to 138 and then pushing on to 122, which would unsiege this cap at this, or not cap, but castle at this point. Probably shouldn't have upgraded to a castle. I should have just been building more palisades as much as I could. I have one coming up here in 3 turns. I have one coming up here in 2 turns. And we're building a fortress here. Should have saved this money. Should have saved this money. Should have saved that money. Probably should have started another fort or two. But we all make mistakes. I assumed that I would have to be protecting my cap circle a lot more than anything else. And I built it here because I didn't want to necessarily build a fort over here. I just want to kind of protect this area right here. And if I built them up to a castle, more siege defense if we had to wait a turn to get there and stuff like that, because I figured I wouldn't have much room to play with. I figured they would have rushed us faster, but with that throne, fortunately, I was able to keep them back for longer. So, trying to take advantage of that, even though I did make a few castles, I should have just been making palisades and temples, of course, to go ahead and get that def income bonus. But I mean, our income's not too bad at this point. Every other turn we can make a fortress or start a palisade. So yeah, things are looking good for this turn. Not too bad. Our production of lictors are coming up, of course. I was just sorting them out. I guess I put them in a squad here. Definitely need to move all these units out and start needed using them for something. But we have a lack of commanders that we were given. So we've only got 2 random commanders, or 2 free spawn commanders, 1 censor, and I think we had our first censor die. Still haven't made a profit. I expected my god to come out. We make a holy 3 and then push it up to a holy 4. Now I know that having an early holy 3 is also very, very beneficial. Something I probably should have done and then just threw them away and just reprofitized later on. I wouldn't necessarily say throw them away, but you kind of get the point of it. But that early Dom push definitely increases your Dom by a lot. It's going to help your free spawn out. Lots of things for you. Pretty good. And it's going to also really boost the power of that initial expansion party. So lots of things to keep in mind there. So always, if you're playing, keep that in mind. Decide whether you want to early profitize or not. In my opinion, it's probably worth it. Honestly, I know I didn't do it here, but I have done it before. I've done it both ways. So I did expect us to already have our god at this point, though, so we are turn 2 behind. We do have a large stockpile of death gems for our summons. Whenever he comes out, the first thing we'll probably summon will be a Dusk Elder. At that point, we'll send the god on to researching, and then we'll use the Dusk Elder to start either making other Dusk Elders or start making Archbishops, because that is going to be a Death 3 mage or higher. So it's going to be very, very nice for us. And it's going to also save us turns on our god. Trying to get as much research as we can in, of course. Yeah, no death sites in either of these provinces. And we're going to move on to turn 14, guys. There we go. Zoomed right past it. Alright, we have 3 lictor summonings here, so that pushes up to 18 lictors, or actually 19 lictors. So no magic sites were found here. We had 2 crippled units die on the march. Then we had an unexpected event happen here where we got extra gold, we got some extra gems, and that fortress is still under siege. And for some reason I went bam, bam. Now I'm attacking there. I don't know why. Don't know why I did that. I guess Diplo came through where they said this was safe. Yeah, very weird. I should have had that a turn earlier. Other than that, we are moving on to 121 to unsiege it. like I said, up to 19. We're up to 12 knights, not too bad. We are pulling all these units here off the cap to also unsiege this and then move on to 123. Probably could have separated them, but it's okay. Building another fortress over here in 134. We building any others? No. Yeah. So this is going to give us this like half cap circle here, since we can't take this throne. Yeah, they're only level 2 thrones. There's no level 3, so this is a level 2 throne. So not too bad. I mean, we'll have one expansion. We're going to unsiege this fort, and then we're going to move on to this next turn. I'm doing some more site searching here and there, of course. Site searching 132 and 127. I'm hopefully finding some death gems. Where is that other fellow at? He's sneaking off. Okay, so he's moving to 121 as well in order to site search that province, even though, yeah, he didn't find anything here either. So let's go on to turn 15. Alrighty. So 9 more lictors, of course. We finally got our god to show up. And we have 2 battles here. Let's watch the first one in Gladewood first. Now, this is the Bear Tribe province. No, this is not Bear Tribe. Yeah, this is the Bear Tribe. Okay. The other one had Light Cabin. I remember now. Jadwin's putting in their work. Knights in the back. And they're out of here. Not too bad on the loss side. I mean, you have to consider 4 solos really aren't anything. 4 long dead, okay. It kind of sucks we lost the Velites there. Now let's go ahead and watch this battle that's on top of the castle that we have. It's dire wolves and shit like that. Oh, there's a lot of dire wolves. I expected more regular wolves, not this many dire wolves, but they are all starving. Huh. Cool. Javelins coming in. Fighting them off. Now they're routing. That starving, I feel like that starving and the afflictions they've been taking have really been putting a damper on their morale and things like that. So, a pretty fast route. So we lost 269 gold there. Okay, we got 122 gold there. Still in a deficit though. Holy Fire has struck our units. How fun. So let's get out of there. Deer Tribe. I think Lemuria said he was taking that. So Lemuria is like all this. Therados is like here. And then here. All the way over whenever he finally gets it. And then we're all here. And that's how we split up the land. So here I told you we're reviving a Dusk Elder. This is our god, by the way. Wish he was on a mobile chassis, but due to the fact of us playing on a Disciples game, we have to take a Disciples god. And this is the one that we were able to take our Bliss with, and we were actually able to get an extra Dominion off of it. So, I mean, I guess that's an upside, but still. And I think we got a few extra scales. I don't think I usually have these scales on here. Might have like 1 or maybe 2, but I don't think we have both of them. So, interesting. Moving on to 145, taking out this light cab and militia, and then also moving forward on 123 to take out that heavy cab like we spoke about earlier. Doing some site searching. Nothing was found here. Nothing was found here. So we are definitely not finding any Death 1 sites anyway. Not even those. So that's very unfortunate for us. But, I mean, pretty decent increase in lictors here, up to 28. Definitely want to get a 4th Spectre with a Laurel starting lictor process, but due to the fact of us still only making 10 gems per turn, I wish we would have built a temple or 2 at this point, because we're not able to sustain more than this right now. But we will definitely start to work on it. And that is our turn 15. So let's go ahead and jump on over to turn 16. How do our graphs look here? Army size going up, of course. Research has kind of plateaued since we're doing all the summonings. Income is still going up, which is nice. Forts are going up. Provinces are still going up. So overall, things are still looking okay for us. We just finished this fort here in 132. Not too bad. We have one more turn on this fort in 125. 3 more turns on the fort in 134. Finish the castle upgrade here, and we're moving off. We're moving both of these commanders over to make a fort in 149 and 144. So things are looking good. I mean, I definitely could have sat here and made a fort here. But honestly, I felt like there was going to be a lot of back and forth here. And I felt like that was going to be a very volatile province for us. So didn't want to spend 600 gold and then 300 gold on the course of 6 turns, even though I knew we were going to be going a lot of back and forth. And then a lot of chances of us losing it or them destroying it as we made. And I just noticed that little rock right there, which I think is pretty funny. Huh, how interesting. Never noticed that before. I just kind of caught it on the side of my eye and was like, what the hell? I've noticed a little like buildings and little things in the provinces, but I've never noticed that, the rock. Either way, quite interesting here. Probably move this up to 1 PD. And that's going to be it for this turn, guys. So we'll go ahead and jump on over to turn 16, and we'll see everything that goes on. And I think, I'm pretty certain around this point we get our second Lemuria player, our Lemuria sub, Sharpest Fangs. I'm pretty sure that was him. Around this time, around the 10s. I know it's before turn 20, I believe. So it could be around this time he takes over. So that's good. Come on, let's go. 16. So we made a Dusk Elder, of course. We have 3 more summonings of Lictors. No magic sites were found. Crippled units died on the march. We'll look over those in a minute. Let's go and see the random that we have here for our Dusk Elder. So we got Fire, Earth, Astral, Death 3. So we did not random the extra death, giving him up to Death 4 to cast things like Rigor Mortis, stuff like that fairly easily, but unfortunate. But he will be a good site searcher for us. So what we're doing with him now is casting Revive Archbishop, and then after that we'll probably make another Dusk Elder, and then we'll go ahead and jump in and watch the battles here. First one, this is the one that's against the light cav and stuff like that. Yeah, a little bit heavy cav, the horse archers back there, some militia. Actually, we didn't know there was going to be heavy cav, so that's interesting, but it seems like we're taking care of it. It looks like these knights are taking care of the knight commanders back here, and then it looks like they have routed. So very, very nice. That looks like an HP route, not a commander route, because I think I saw one commander still left. We lost 1 knight, 3 long dead, 2 velites, 2 solus, and that is it. So let's go ahead and watch the battle here in Dunvale. Now this is... Actually, I wonder if that was a province that was in between the river there. Let's watch the battle in Dunvale. Okay, this is the one that's in between the river. This one has a lot more knights in it too. I think we've already hit this one time and lost. This is the one we lost our first expansion party to. I don't remember, but we have overwhelmed them at this point. We've enveloped them in our skeletons, and then the knights had came into the rear and took care of business as they were routing. But we still lost a lot. I mean, 7 long dead, 3 legionnaires, 1 Tarius, 5 velites, 6 solos for a total of 22. But that was 8 heavy calves, so very, very dangerous there. So it looks like End has prophetized, so we actually get a Holy 2 now. Cool. Plus 2 fire gems, and then construction of Palisade is complete in Behemoth's Rest. And that is right here. Moving you over to 127 to build a fort. 2 more turns here on 134. Site searching over here. Sneaking off the site search. And we see that there is still indies here, so they haven't taken that away from us yet. So we're moving these units over to go after 146. So that is very good for us. starting a palisade over here in 149. So did we start any other palisades? I don't think so. I think that was just the one, and we were so close as far as the gold goes. I should have paid attention to that and tried to save a little bit, or ask somebody to send me 6 gold. But there's no telling. I mean, you could have had events go either way. There's a lot of things that could have gone back and forth for us. Surprised that Theranos still hasn't taken a lot of this land. Yes, I know he was focused on getting a fort up, taking some of this land over here. But yeah, he definitely should have already cleared out all this water. That should have been some fairly easy, maybe except for the Shark Knights, not sure. But as far as the rest of them go, these should be, Shark Tribe would have been a pain. But the rest of them should have been fairly easy to take. So, I don't know. Other than that, things are looking okay. I mean, this is our turn 16. How many looters are we up to? 37. Not bad, not bad. Our research is definitely going up. 74 research points per turn. We'll hit enchantment 1 next turn, of course. And we'll have an archbishop to prophetize, so we'll also add a prophet onto our group here. Still, should have made temples faster. Wasn't thinking about, we should have not made 2 castles. We should have had 2 temples here instead of 2 castles. But that's on me. Live and learn. Dominion of 7. But now our bless is online, so it's going to be very, very strong. Definitely a huge power increase for us, but such a late god to show up. I mean, what, he showed up last turn, so he showed up on turn 15 for us. It was 3 turns later than I would have liked him to, but yeah, we'll just roll with the punches, I suppose. Put 1 PD here, 1 PD here, and we'll go on to turn 17. There we go. We'll finish up on 17 18, and we will end off the video for this one, guys. So we got 8 additional death gems from Theranos. Very, very nice of him. We really appreciate it. 3 Lictors cast and an Archbishop we've cast. We had 2 limping units die. We have a battle in Burham Highs. And then we had 2 unexpected events, and we'll watch those, of course, and a new famous hero. So let's go ahead and jump into the battle, see what happens. This is the very north, very northern area here. And this is just militia, light infantry, heavy infantry, 3 commanders. Okay, each one of these probably leads each party. Knights taking off the heavy infantry and cav. The Velites are, of course, fighting all these spear troops here, and they're doing a great job against them, and that is it. The battle is over. That's all she wrote. So we lost 1 knight. It's very typical that we seem to lose 1 knight in every battle. Very unfortunate. 2 long dead, 7 Velites. Wow, so many more Velites than I thought we would have lost. Looks like the light infantry actually did some damage to us there. Minus population, minus dominion. Great, just bad events. Let's go and see our Archbishop. So we are prophetizing him, and we named him Tax. No, there's nothing certain in life but death and taxes. So, prophet's name is Tax, and the pretender's name is Death. We should have said taxes, not tax. Either way, thought it was kind of funny. Not building there, but we are building over here. So we're building a fort in 144. Very good. 1 more turn on 134. 3 more turns on 149. We're searching over here on 123. And we are moving out. It's very unfortunate that it's taking so many turns to get over there. But we did consolidate our troops down. I should have done this back here. But we are moving back over to 138 to pick up any units in here. Interesting that we had a night spawn without a temple. But regardless, moving back, trying to pick up as many units as we can, because we assume that they're going to be coming out of this throne fairly fast. And I feel like once they do destroy that throne, I mean, they're going to have a stack here, at least, or a decent amount of troops to be able to push forward. So we have to be ready for them, of course. And our expansion is pretty much over at this point. When we're going to take the 159, we're going to take 146, and at one point we'll take 147. And I mean, that's it for us. That's everything we have on this side, and we'll be looking to expand south here into these nice gold-rich provinces of theirs. And it's turn 17, and we still haven't been attacked yet. And we are really looking forward to how things are going. Things are going very, very well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Sharper's Fangs is now in control of the nation. I'm almost positive, actually, because I remember him talking to me about some of this stuff over here. So, and that is it, guys. That was turn 17. So let's go ahead and jump on to turn 18. Going relatively fast, trying to make these shorter videos, get through them really fast, especially these early turns where not much is going on. We don't have too many large battles to watch. And that's going to be turn 18. Play game. So we have a lot of stuff going on here. Lictors, we're casting another Dusk Elder. I didn't actually say we were casting it, but I didn't go over that last time, but we did cast another one because we want some site searching for Earth, Astral Fire, and then Higher Death. And then we have two battles here, one in Dunvale and one in Cloudcap Spires. Let's go ahead and watch Cloudscape. I don't know. Cloudcape. I don't remember what it was anymore. Militia, archers, so should be able to deal with this fairly easily. I'm sure those two knights will take care of things back there. Going back and forth, we definitely have the least amount of troops. And we finally finished them off, which is very good for us. Glad we were able to take that last province back. They took a lot of losses on that one, not going to lie. Then we have a battle here in Dunvale. Now let's watch this. So many Wind Riders. I'm like, what the shit? So we know Arco is across from us. And they're fighting 1 PD. But they're casting Blessing, so this is what we want to see. And then we find out what their blessing is. So, of course, we actually already knew what some of it was because we've already been fighting with End over there, and they are a disciple. So they had magic weapons, morale +1, but we didn't know what the rest of it was, of course. Maybe we thought they went scales or something like that. But they really went into a bless, being solar weapons and fire shield. I think that had solar weapons. I don't remember if solar weapons is dormant or not, or incarnate bless or not. I know fire shield is. I think it's possible that they only had solar weapons and magic weapons that we knew of, and then the fire shield really surprised somebody. I don't remember who it was, but somebody took a lot of losses on this turn whenever they found out that they had fire shield. So fire shield 7. Yeah, and this is a lot of fellows here. This is not a lot of PD. And of course, we know what's going to happen. Yeah. So that is 53 Wind Riders have just flown over the river. Cool. Tax the Archbishop, and shall be hereby known as the Prophet of Death, Master who knows all things, God of corruption, Lord of the barge of heaven, he who loves not the light. God of corruption, love that. -10 income, cool. Palisades completed. Holy Fire's coming down on us, of course. So how unfortunate is that? I know they haven't taken this province still, but they have flown over. I was like, okay. Okie dokie. So not even going to move and take 146. I'm trying to move this army here to get in the fort as fast as they can somewhere so they're not caught out with their pants down because fire shield, solar weapons, magic weapons will rip all these guys apart, and I don't want to sit here and lose 119 troops for no reason at all. At this turn now, I assume that his flying capability was able to hit our capital at this point, or capital or any of these outlying castles here. So we have 55 lictors, not too worried. We have a large amount of knights. Both the lictors and knights are in the back and will hold and attack rear. And then we have the rest of our troops in a formation here in the front on fire flyers. And I kept them all together and so that way we wouldn't increase the total amount of morale penalty on the lictors here, because morale does matter for them. See here we only have 17. That's with a -3 morale squad bonus. So that's, yeah, we definitely don't want to say how many can you have? Okay, so you can only have up to 5 squads. So I mean, that drop them down to 15 morale. Yeah, definitely don't want to drop them down that low. And so we're moving and patrolling over here on 138, trying to catch him if he does decide to go after one of our forts here. But either way, if he does hit either one of these two, we're able to move one turn and probably take it back. So he's not able to actually take a fort away from us. Very unlucky if he hits one of these that we're building on. But we'll try, and if he does land here, we will catch him and more than likely kill his force because we do have fire resistance plus 10, and that should be enough to fight against the fire shield and solar weapons. So we will see. And that's really all for turn 18, guys. That was the last turn we had. Um, this is our gem income. Pretty sad. Other than that, not making any more. So we do have our Holy Four. Fortresses, Palisades coming up. Searching, site searching. We haven't sent them out yet. We're still just sit here and research for the moment. Up to 100 research points per turn. So 2 more turns we'll have enchantment 3. Not too bad. And that's going to be it. We do see Therodos's Bronze Colossus over here. Kind of cool. He should have probably been taking things a lot faster. If they were going to use a Bronze Colossus. If it was dormant, I mean, it is turn 18. I'm sure you would have had some research goals at that point. Enchantment or alteration. Probably enchantment. Probably had some enchantment, yeah. Going up to foul vapors and stuff, I assume you'd have enchantment. So that's going to be it for this turn, guys. I hope you're enjoying this series, of course. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.